The Big Show with Night Day. Barista-made coffee from $4.50. How good?
You know, I was saying that I had a case of the old man flu.
Oh.
And people were saying, you sure it wasn't COVID? And I was like, no, well, I was testing every day.
Yeah.
You know, for the old COVID, just to make sure. I've had a bloody fall this morning because I was doing a COVID test. My wife came in and she was like, what the hell are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? She said, what the hell are you doing? And I said, I'm doing a COVID test. And I had the stick jammed up there and was giving her a bit of a swirl around, as you do. And she was like,
thorough, yeah.
You got to really get it in there. And she was like, you do know it's meant to be in your nostril, right? And I was like, what do you mean?
Oh.
And she said, you've got to actually put the bud there in your nostril as opposed to shelving it.
Yeah. Have you not?
And I must admit, actually, because when you pull it out, and then you do the swirly thing and the little liquid thing. Then it used to make me go, sort of threw up at the stench. And I was thinking, Christ.
Yeah, because once you start stirring it.
Stirring it. It reminded me of when I used to break up poos with sticks. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And it was like, and funnily enough, I've been doing it wrong the whole bloody time, mate. I probably had COVID 10 times since we've been working, and I apologise that I may very well have put you lads at risk without realising what I was doing.
You must have felt an absolute fool.
I felt like the biggest doofus you could ever imagine, mate.
So just to clarify, you said shelving, is that right?
Yeah.
And so am I right in thinking that you were inserting them?
Come on, Keyzie.
Add it up, Keyzie.
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not you've been jamming COVID tests up your ass or not.
Yes, I have.
You have been,
yes.
right?
Yes.
And they'd come back saying,
I don't think you need to jam them up.
Well, no, you've got to be delicate. I mean, you've got to do some damage if you're going to jam the damn stick up there. It was more And it was funny, too, because I used to get the old watery eyes. And
yeah, because people talked about that. Yeah,
and the cough and stuff.
Yeah, it still applies.
Yeah. But, yeah, it turns out I was doing it wrong the whole goddamn time.
Oh, well.
Have you done one since the correct way?
No, I haven't, Keyzie, no.
You'd probably run out. Well, I tell you what, Jase, you wouldn't be the only person to have done that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, there'd be probably maybe one or two others.
I mean, if anyone else has done it out there, text us on 3483. I'd love to know because it would make me feel better.
How many? Because we gave you a lot of tests. How many times a day were you testing?
3 or 4.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Speaking of sport, you, Keyzie, were going to watch your lovely fiancé play netball last night. How did it go, mate?
Yeah, good. I mean,
just another round robin game, or was it a special occasion?
Was it a special occasion?
Nah, last night was a big deal. It was a promo relegation game, so they were trying to get into the top level, and they were playing the bottom of that top level to try and swap if they won. So it was a big game.
Yeah, big game.
Is that how it works? Because back in my day, it just used to be if you finished bottom, you got relegated, and if you finished top, you went up.
Well, yeah, that should be how it works, I think.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a good point.
Yeah.
They've changed it up a bit, the last couple of years, mate.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So I think the way they do it now is if that team that finished bottom of the top can
still better than the top one. Yeah, it makes sense.
It does make sense. Hey, because you were saying off air, Keyzie.
What?
You were saying off air that your partner who plays centre, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, centre, which is like it's the engine room, isn't it, Mike?
Right.
He said she had an absolute shocker.
How'd the team go?
They lost by like 3 goals.
Because you were saying that
so
actually
close.
It was so bad, her performance, it just detonated the entire team. And, because if you know netball, Mike, we know
I've
netball.
heard about
it. Centre is the key position. If your centre is having an absolute shocker, it just filtrates through the entire team.
I can do,
And
yeah.
you were saying if she had even played at 20% of her potential, they would have gone straight up into the top division. But that I think he said she dropped it like 20 times, just dropped it dead cold.
Yeah. Maybe it's because of my nap. Maybe I'm still a bit groggy from that because I don't remember saying... Did I say exactly that?
Yeah,
20
totally,
times?
Mate. Yeah.
Well, it won't be far off the truth, to be honest, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, it wasn't the best watching.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I had to go to the pub, so...
You said she choked.
At one point, yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Almost threw up on the court. It was gross.
Yeah. No good. But that's all right, man. That's a good learning curve. You learn a lot from your shockers.
Yeah, totally, mate. You were saying she was in tears afterwards.
If she wasn't, she certainly will be now.
She was really upset at her performance, and you took her home, and she was sobbing on the couch, and you went off and got pissed at the pub.
She was saying that she was saying that the worst part of the whole thing was the fact that you were booing at her from this grandstand.
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do, Mike?
Yeah, pull it together. I'm just impressed, actually, Keyzie, that you were watching her this time. Because normally, of course, you've got your shades on with your little cap in the car, then you're having a bit of a perv fest in the rearview mirror.
Well, I was a bit annoyed because it was a special game. There was actually no other games on. So I was like, what's the point of even going along?
Bowden Barrett was down there, and he said that he saw you down there and you were holding up a newspaper in front of you to act like you weren't watching, but you had holes cut out for your eyes.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
That's a bit dirty.
Wait, did he say that or I said that?
No, he said he saw you doing that.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it was like the newspaper was 15 years old.
Yeah, it's my special laminated newspaper that I use. Yeah,
well, you'd have to laminate it.
The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
Very excited about our next guest, Mike Minogue.
Yeah.
Man after my own heart, actually.
Yeah.
Something that you and I, we can relate to this guy a lot. Anthony Middleton is a British adventurer, writer, television personality and former soldier and Marine. He is best known as the former chief instructor on the Channel 4 television series SAS, Who Dares Wins, a role he held from 2015 until 2021. And I believe, Ant, you're in the Coromandel at the moment, mate. First and foremost, welcome to the Radio Hodaki Big Show. How are you going, mate?
I'm always good. Good to be in New Zealand, beautiful country. I'm glad that you're back open and letting us enjoy the scenery and enjoy the people. So great to be here.
Great stuff, and I understand actually you're relaxing in your hotel room at the moment, which is, from what I know of you, Ant, very unlike you, because you're a man of action, aren't you? You like to get out there, you like to test yourself, you like to see what the environment's doing, so it's quite unusual for you to be relaxing in a hotel room.
Well, do you know what? I'm not actually relaxing. I was in Auckland. I flew into Auckland 2 days ago, and then so I got in sort of in the evening. Woke up in the morning and thought, right, I can't be, cooped up in a hotel until the tour starts. Even though today, I had a few rehearsal bits to do. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go to the Coromandel sort of national park and climb the pinnacles. There's these peaks called the Pinnacles. It's a good trek. So I thought to myself, do you know what? To beat the jet lag, I'm going to go out and climb the Pinnacles and just stay in a nice little sort of boutique hotel and sort of try and relax before the tour. So actually, I trekked probably just over 20k yesterday.
Yeah.
And I've been out and about on my bike today, just looking at the scenery and down to the beach. And
I'm very...
So this is always active. The moment I stand still and I twiddle my thumbs, I end up getting in trouble.
Yeah, mate.
And that's the last thing I want to do here in New Zealand.
I'm the same, mate. I mean, whenever I got the old jet lag, I like to do like a sort of 20, 30k shuttle sprint. If there's any mountains sort of around the place that I'm at, I'll just, go for a bit of a pelt up one of those. I'm like you, Ant, in the sense that, and Mike's the same, actually. We're real go-getters, mate.
Yeah.
We like to get out and about.
But I don't know
So
about
what
you.
mountains have you climbed before?
Oh, just name one.
Yeah.
Well, have you done any 8,000 peaks?
Well, we don't do anything under sort of 20 to 50,000 feet there and there. Obviously, Mount Everest is the one that everybody knows about, but a lot of time on K2, just free climbing as well. No gear, no shoes was the last time we did that one.
Yeah, we did the
wasn't
no
it, Jason?
shoes one.
Yeah.
You know what, gents? I don't think you'd be any good on the resistance to interrogation part on the SAS show.
Oh, you don't think?
I think we'd suss you out straight away.
Right. Yeah. Hey, just because you have climbed Everest, haven't you? How long did it take you, Ant?
Yeah, I climbed Everest in 2018. Actually, I summited on the 14th of May 2018. It took me just over 4 weeks, all in all. Just shy of 5 weeks, because obviously you have to acclimatise, and it's sort of like get used to the lack of oxygen, because anything above 8,000 metres, which is classed as a death zone, you take it in 30% oxygen, so your body is slowly shutting down with each footstep that you take above that altitude.
Yeah.
So got acclimatise correctly, as you know, gents.
Yeah, well, I got a bit puffed, but I was sprinting up there, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, we remember when we were over there, Jason, they talked to us about Death Zone, and we actually renamed it for the duration of our trip to Easy Street.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
I tell you what I did get to do over the weekend, though, fellas, even though I was a bit crook. A bit of writing. A bit of the old poetry with my fountain pen and my leather-bound calf book notebook. And I've just wondered if...
that was a gift from one of your daughters.
From all of my daughters, actually. Yeah.
Oh, they all got you that book.
Jeez.
Yeah, and the fountain pen.
And the pen, yeah.
It's bloody beautiful.
You said you chucked it up on Trade Me, but it just passed through. Nobody wanted them.
I couldn't get the money I was looking for, but...
did you want to read another poem out?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you chuck that music on, Keyzie?
Oh, hang on. Yeah, another one. Yeah.
A TikTok. You don't stop to the... 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 Ooh. A TikTok. You don't stop to the... A TikTok. You don't stop to the... Ooh. I know you're not going to play that song. Ooh. Come inside, take off your coat. I'll make you feel at home. Now let's pour a glass of wine, 'cause now we're all alone. I've been waiting all night, so just let me hold you close to me. 'Cause I've been dying for you, girl, to make love to me.
Wow.
Girl, you make me feel real good. We can do it till we both wake up. Girl, you know I'm hooked on you. And this is what I'll do. I want to sex you up. A TikTok. You don't stop to the all night. Girl, you make me feel good. I want to. Let me rub you down. I want to sex you up. Ooh.
Wow.
Man.
That's so good.
Thanks, man.
What's that about?
The Hodaki Big Show podcast.
Measuring has been done by Dr. Tristan
Pretty quick.
Dishalane here. He's efficient, isn't he?
Well, he's done a few in his day,
Yeah.
from the sounds of it.
Yeah,
so.
very much. So we've got Pugs in with the official
G'day.
results. And g'day, Pugs. How you going, mate?
Yeah, I'm good.
Have you had a little sneak? Have you?
I'm feeling tense.
Oh,
I feel
yeah,
like I've
is it?
got a lot of power right now.
Yeah, it's a tense moment. But listen, the reason we're doing this, because we wanted to draw a line under it, didn't we,
Yeah.
Mogi? Okay? Keyzie, you listening?
Yeah.
Keyzie.
What?
Keyzie.
What?
Pretty nervous in this,
He's been
studio,
very
I've got to
quiet,
say.
hasn't he?
There's a lot of pacing been going on around here.
My word. The reason we're doing, because we want to draw a line on it, because this has been going on for some time, because this is what the show's been sounding like, fellas.
First 5 minutes, Warriors were
Don't
looking
speak
good.
unless you've been spoken to,
Executing
Keyzie.
Yeah,
perfectly.
totally.
You know,
Yeah.
getting through their sets
But
every
the thing-
time.
I sort of understand what's
They
happening
had
here.
to
He
kick
can't
it.
help but put his massive honker in where it's not wanted.
10 mil rupees.
What would you do with that?
Oh,
Nose job.
I tell you what I'm watching right now. Old Keyzie getting interviewed about just winning the world titles in some third-rate racing car championship.
Formula
I tell
E.
you what, he'd have trouble getting any speed up with that honker. You know what I'm saying? What people don't know about me is I'm actually a very generous man.
No, I know, because they've never seen
In
it.
the nose department.
There is a way to work it out, and that
Yes,
is you
there
get
is.
somebody that is an absolute expert in,
Specialist.
in massive honkers, and that is Keys.
Yeah.
I was like, here we go.
Didn't you get like a table tennis ball stuck up one of your nostrils
That's it.
sometime,
They
Keyzie?
had to make another rule that if somebody was throwing the ball, Keyzie couldn't inhale through his nose at the other end. Get sucked straight up the bastard there. I think if you got the cash out and you made a big pile of it, it'd be almost as massive as your honker,
Honker,
Keyzie.
yeah.
Well, that's not very much then. That wouldn't get you very far.
They can ask any question they want.
Yeah, totally,
text us
mate.
through 3483, like, how does Keyzie stay standing up with all the weight front-loaded on that massive honker?
I was making television last night.
Oh, well, you old embarrassing bodies because of that massive schnoz of yours.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh, absolute all-timer.
So
That one there from Keyzie was
Yeah, that was a cracker.
He was. You had
They
a good
walked
day
right
that
into
day,
that.
actually.
Yeah.
So how's this going to work? So I think the first thing we need to
I'm
get...
a bit concerned, I've got to say, that most of that was me bagging Keyzie a bit, so
Yes.
I've got a feeling that I'm going to be the biggest snoz here.
I really hope it is you. So obviously the first thing we need to do is establish who is the smallest nose, right?
Yeah.
Rule that person out. So maybe we'll do that first, Pugs. Is that all right?
Absolutely, that's fine. I've got my folder here that says pugs only.
All right.
Yeah.
Top secret folder.
Okay, so I've got the placings
Before
right
you
here.
just give us the results,
yeah,
because you
sure.
know them, Pugs. Were you surprised? Was there anything that alarmed you?
I can't say that I was surprised
Okay.
by this one.
Okay. So in third place.
All right, here we go.
With a deviation of 24.6% from the normal, Keyzie.
Yes! Yes! Oh, get that in here, you big snout weirdos. Oh.
I got a feeling it's me, Hoodie Joe. I think you're okay,
Can you
mate.
smell it, can you?
Yeah, I can.
I bet you can.
I can smell defeat.
Oh, my goodness.
So you're safe, Keyzie.
I've got a tiny little nose. What was I even thinking? Why was I even worried? Oh, my goodness. This is like winning 100
what was the measurement there? The 20...
24.6%
I don't know what that
positive
means.
deviation from what the normal is, according to Dr. Dushalon.
So it's still above average.
Absolutely.
what that is?
So that's 24.6%.
Shut up, Jase. I got the smallest nose.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Get it over and done with.
All right, ready for the number one? We'll go straight to who's got the biggest, eh?
Oh, you
Yeah,
have to,
straight to the
yeah,
biggest.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, here we go.
biggest, yeah.
Big old drum roll.
With 26.5%, Hoity J.
Oh, yeah! Captain Honker, Hoity J.
I just want to say, fellas, that I'm humbled.
I can't understand. You're so nasally.
I knew.
At least tearing up.
I knew when you were your arm was leaning towards Mogi that you were going to point at me, and I'm devastated.
Yeah.
I'm gutted, but I'll take it on the snoz.
I'd like to say it's nice for you to finally get a win, brother.
The Hodaki Big Show podcast. Catch them weekdays from 4 on Radio Hodaki.